What's up, guys? It's Benny. Is The View about to get canceled? Are we finally going to be able to have that news cycle? This would be the coup de grace for the Trump administration, who has been scalping their media enemies, and there is no worse enemy than The View, a group of childless, whinging harpies who sit there day and night obsessed with their Trump derangement syndrome on full blast on your televisions throughout the day. This is broadcast, of course, on network television. It's ABC, so it's owned by Disney, and it is allowed by Disney, but only to a point, to the point that they stop making money. And then, what happens next? The View ratings crash. Shocker, as Fox News' Harris Faulkner beats The View. This is one woman versus a hive of witches. The View and Harris Faulkner, who's awesome, by the way, has beat them for the first time ever, according to Adweek, Faulkner's daily program, Faulkner Focus, which airs at 11 a.m. time slot, same as The View, ended the month with an average of 2.55 million viewers, just piping The View, which had an average of 2.50 million. This is notable given that The View airs on broadcast TV. It's free and on at gas stations, truck stops, and salons. Fox, you have to pay for. So this is this is remarkable. I could not grab this big win without my wonderful team, Faulkner said in a statement. It's a testament to the hard work and passion we put into bringing America's latest news and analysis. Harris Faulkner is awesome, man. They're beating The View. So this is going to be clearly a situation that's going to cause a crisis at Disney, and a crisis it has caused. This, ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever I have watched Bob Iger literally ram a ball gag down the throats of the women at The View, and much needed. Incredible here. Report Disney ABC executives ask The View to shut the F up about Trump. Incredible. Executives with Disney and ABC News have reportedly asked The View host to tone down their bashing of Donald Trump and political rhetoric overall. While The View hosts have never shied away from bashing Trump, Republicans in general, executives within the company, have reportedly grown weary with the show's overemphasis on politics, feeling that it strayed from its original inception as a talk show for women. According to the Daily Beast, two sources confirmed that Disney's Bob Iger and ABC News president Alan Carnegiemello recently held a meeting with The View hosts and executive producer Brian Teta, asking them to shift the conversation away from politics. Kara Mendovich highlighted episodes with celebrity guests and said that it was highly rated, one source said, and encouraged them to lean away into such coverage. While Iger did not go as far as demand the change, the suggestion still upset the host, with Ana Navarro reportedly telling them that their audience tunes in for specific political perspectives. Isn't this what our audience wants? Says Ana Navarro, told the executives. The other host reportedly found the suggestion silly and vowed to keep doing their thing. This is what makes me think that they're going to get slaughtered here. Navarro thanked Iger for allowing the host to continue to do their jobs in the politically turbulent environment. Iger confirmed he supported the show, but he also reaffirmed the show needed to tone down the political rhetoric. Another source familiar with the matter says ABC will constantly have conversations with talent based on viewer feedback. This instance is no different. So let me take a real quick step back here. Bob Iger, who reasserted himself as the CEO of Disney 2 years ago, said he's going to change some things. He said that in his absence, that all of the creatives at Disney had gone batshit crazy and has decided to turn all products at Disney into political messaging. And this, of course, led to the humiliating collapse of Disney's stock price, but also Disney's IPs. Will they ever be able to recover? I don't think so. But here's what Bob Iger had to say about it.
And having a positive impact on the world in many different ways. I'd use Black Panther as a great example of that, just in terms of fostering acceptance, or the movie Coco, which Pixar did about the Day of the Dead. I like being able to do that. Entertain, and if you can infuse it with positive messages, have a good impact on the world, fantastic. But that should not be the objective. When I came back, what I've really tried to do is to return to our roots, which is, remember, we have to entertain first. It's not about messages. And I've worked hard since I've been back at reminding the creative community, who are our partners, in some cases our employees, that that's the objective. And I don't really want to tolerate the opposite. So there's that.
I will not tolerate people infusing agenda and not entertaining. Well, this means you're not entertaining when Fox News is destroying you, and infusing agenda is all The View does. And now they're shrieking that they can't do that anymore. A good example of this would be, like, for instance, here's how The View responded to President Trump's landslide election win. Is this entertaining for you, Bob?
So, how you feel?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
My takeaway is that the system works. We live in a democracy. People spoke. This is what people wanted. I vehemently disagree with the decision that Americans made, but I feel very, very hopeful that we have a democratic system in this country. We should value it. We should love it. We should protest if the situation arises that we need to protest, which I'm sure it will. And I've been through this before with Nixon. It's been very difficult, but boy, oh boy, do we have a country if we can keep it.
We did this with Nixon. Just the most popular president in American history is, like, won in the biggest landslide in American history. We did it with Nixon. Look at how wicked and evil. Donald Trump broke The View. This is the day after President Trump's victory. Donald Trump's victory sent The View into a shrieking, screaming, tirade
It's a
mess.
crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock,
misogyny,
knock.
sexism.
Who's there? Oh, my gosh, it's Whoopi.
Anyway, they're completely broken. They also went ahead. I don't even want to, like, play the clip, but this is a clip of them attacking Elon Musk's son. Elon Musk has a 3 or 4 year old son named Little X, and they're, like, attacking and harping on him and making fun of him. Anyway, it's sickening behavior. Everybody's sick of. Everybody's done with this. It's not comedy. It's whinging, and it's the worst type. Disney CEO Bob Iger, ABC News, said, "Shut the F up about Trump," to The View. We'll see what happens next. Bob Iger is clamping down on the political commentary. Executives said they get more balanced. What happens next? ABC presents a new version of The View with balanced content. Okay. So in other words, The View will basically be just them staring at the camera blank-faced all week. They're going to have to cancel it. They're going to have to cancel it. It's amazing. There it is. Today's unforgettable episode of The View. Open up with a teary-eyed Whoopi Goldberg looking miserable, Joy Behar admitting defeat. So wonderful. And yeah, they attacked Elon Musk's son. They're sick. They're sick people. I can't finish this video without telling you that the greatest moment on The View, I will be sad for this one reason, that they had Don Jr. on The View this one time. And the greatest thing happened. Don Jr. called Joy Behar out for doing blackface, which is true. Here we go.
Look at what's going on right now.
But I'm just saying to you that this is part of being president. I'm sorry.
19 minutes after inauguration.
Listen,
Come on, guys.
Part of being president is having a pair that can take whatever heat comes towards you.
I promise you, my father's got a pair, and no sitting president has taken the heat that Donald Trump has taken.
That is bulldog. Yes. Stop. Go, Joy.
Okay, to her point, he also called Mexicans rapists. He made.
He
Wait a
said
second.
that some coming across the border, and that's a fact. Look at what's going on.
I can tell you that. Let her finish. Let her finish.
Called some Mexicans rapists. He attacked the handicapped. He bragged about it. Listen, we heard the access. Hold on. We heard the access tape where he bragged about grabbing women by their genitalia. she's talking about, that's what Megyn is talking about. She's talking about lowering the discourse to his level, which is horrible for this country. Even if people are working, we don't want to have a country like that. Do you understand that?
We've all
They don't
done
like
things.
the vessel or the semantics of the speech, but nevertheless, look at the result.
We've all done things that we regret. I mean, if we're talking about bringing the discourse down, Joy, you've worn blackface. Whoopi,
No,
you
I
said
haven't.
that Roman Polanski.
I'm sorry, and don't.
You said that Roman Polanski, it wasn't rape when he raped a child. So let's talk about
let's
things.
talk
Come on,
about
that's
this.
not
So you
fair.
want to bring this up? The question came up.
I did not go in blackface, please.
No, she was not in blackface.
Thank you.
Sorry. Listen, being black, I recognize blackface. This I can say. Okay? I know it when I see it.
Back me up on that.
So now that you've broken this piece of ice, because I guess this is the fight you wanted.
It's not the fight I want.
Yeah, it is.
But if we're talking about character, we're talking about these things.
Are you questioning my character?
I'm not questioning your character. I'm talking about you're questioning my father's character.
I'm
and I say
I'm
we
sorry.
all have done
I didn't question anybody. I simply said that when you're talking about that your father's taken more heat than anybody else, that it's not so. Instead,
as a president,
as a president, yes,
ridiculous.
He's getting crushed every day.
I think the
Central Park 5 took a lot more heat than your father has taken at his hand.
Name a president who's taken more heat than my
everybody
father.
stop. Hold up.
President Trump.
We'll be right back.